What if something as simple as your daily hygiene was quietly putting your health at risk? After 60, your body changes. And what worked before might no longer protect you. The scary part? Most people have no idea. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 personal hygiene mistakes many elderly people make without realizing. Mistakes that doctors notice immediately, and that could quietly lead to serious consequences. And trust me, number 5 might genuinely surprise you. Good hygiene isn't just about being clean. It's about being healthy, safe, and independent. But as we age, our routines don't always age with us. Sometimes we keep doing things out of habit, not knowing that our skin, immune system, and body are now more vulnerable than ever. That's why today's video is so important. We're going to walk through 7 common hygiene mistakes that are often overlooked and give you simple, gentle ways to avoid them, protect your health, and feel better every day. Aging isn't just about getting older. It's about adapting. And nowhere is that more important than in how we care for ourselves. You might think hygiene is simple. After all, you've been brushing your teeth, showering, and getting dressed your whole life. But as the body ages, things shift. And what used to be good enough might no longer be safe, healthy, or wise. So today, we're going to talk, gently, honestly, about 7 personal hygiene mistakes that many elderly people make without realizing, not out of neglect, but because no one ever told them the rules had changed. Let's walk through each one with compassion, understanding, and some real-life examples that might just help you protect your future. 1. Not changing clothes. Often enough, it seems harmless. You're home most of the day. You didn't sweat. The shirt still looks clean. But here's the truth. Even without visible dirt, our clothes collect bacteria, skin cells, and moisture, especially under the arms, in folds of skin, and near private areas. And when clothes aren't changed regularly, they become silent traps for fungal infections, rashes, and even pressure sores. I once met a lovely woman named Alvina. She was 83, lively, sharp, but constantly itchy. After months of ointments and creams, the doctor finally asked about her laundry routine. She had been wearing the same house dress for 3 or 4 days at a time. "It's just me here," she said. They encouraged her to change daily, even if she stayed home. 2 weeks later, the itching was gone. Clean clothing doesn't just keep you fresh, it keeps your skin safe. 2. Forgetting to clean. Between skin folds. As we age, the body changes. For many, that includes looser skin, sagging areas, and deeper folds. Under the breasts, behind the knees, around the belly, under arms. These areas stay warm, moist, and dark, the perfect environment for fungal infections and irritation, and yet many skip over them in the shower, or dry only the surface. What starts as a little redness can turn into painful rashes or even open wounds. I remember João, 78, who was admitted to a clinic for what looked like a rash on his abdomen, but under closer inspection, it was a full-blown yeast infection between folds that hadn't been dried properly in weeks. The solution? Simple routines. Gently wash and dry between every skin fold. Use a clean towel. Lightly apply cornstarch or antifungal powder if recommended. This small habit can prevent a lot of discomfort and even hospitalization. 3. Infrequent oral hygiene or skipping the dentist. Many people over 60 assume that once they have dentures or partials or not many teeth left, that oral hygiene isn't as important. But that's far from true. Poor oral hygiene is linked not only to gum disease, but also to heart disease, dementia, and pneumonia. The bacteria in your mouth can travel, and your mouth is one of the gateways to your overall health. Carlos, 81, had no pain, but he was losing weight. After tests, doctors discovered multiple oral infections under his dentures, infections that were affecting his ability to eat and digest. He hadn't seen a dentist in 5 years. Your gums, tongue, and mouth tissues still need daily care. Brush at least twice a day. Clean dentures thoroughly. Visit a dentist at least once a year. Don't let your mouth become a silent threat. Your smile still matters, and so does your life. 4. Not washing or changing bed linens. Regularly. This one often surprises people, but it's a big one. We spend nearly a third of our lives in bed. And yet, many elderly people go weeks, even months, without changing their sheets. Sweat, skin flakes, body oils, and dust mites build up quickly. For older adults with fragile skin or respiratory sensitivities, this can lead to skin infections, chronic coughing, allergies, and itching. Take Teresa, 86, who started developing red bumps on her back and arms. Doctors initially thought it was an allergy, until her daughter realized the sheets hadn't been changed in nearly 6 weeks. Teresa thought, they still smell clean. Once her sheets were changed weekly and pillowcases every 3 days, the bumps disappeared. You deserve to rest in freshness and safety, not bacteria and buildup. 5. Overusing scented products or harsh soaps. Many older adults love a good bar of strong soap or a perfumed lotion. It feels nostalgic, familiar, but aging skin is thinner, drier, and more sensitive than before. Scented soaps, alcohol-based cleansers, and certain powders can cause burning, flaking, redness, or even eczema. One man, Paolo, 79, used the same aftershave soap for decades. Then suddenly he developed dry patches and stinging sensations. Doctors found that his beloved products were stripping his skin's natural oils. Once he switched to fragrance-free moisturizing options, the irritation vanished. Here's a simple tip. If you wouldn't use it on a baby's skin, don't use it on yours. Gentle care is not weakness, it's wisdom. 6. Ignoring foot hygiene and nail care. Feet are far from sight and often far from mind, but foot infections, fungal nails, and poor circulation are extremely common in older adults, and they can become dangerous quickly. Toenails that grow too long or curve can cause wounds. Unwashed feet can harbor fungus, especially between the toes. And for people with diabetes, small foot injuries can lead to amputations. Lucia, 74, didn't want to bother anyone with her feet. By the time her daughter noticed a dark spot on her toe, the infection had already spread. Don't wait. Wash your feet daily, dry carefully between toes, trim nails regularly, or see a podiatrist. Check your feet once a week. Your feet carry you through life. Treat them like they matter. 7. Not asking for help. When hygiene becomes difficult, this may be the most overlooked mistake and the most heartbreaking. As mobility changes, hygiene can become hard. Reaching, bending, standing for long periods, things that used to be easy become painful or risky. But out of pride or fear of burdening others, many elderly people simply do less. They skip showers, stop washing their hair, don't change their underwear often. And slowly, this impacts not just their health, but their dignity. Asking for help is not failure, it's strength. Maria, 82, felt ashamed that she needed help to bathe. But once her daughter hired a kind caregiver to assist twice a week, Maria's confidence returned. She said, "I feel like myself again." If hygiene is becoming difficult, please speak up. There are people who care. And support is not charity, it's love. These hygiene mistakes don't happen because people don't care. They happen because no one ever told them that after 60, 70, 80. Your care routine has to evolve. Now that you know these 7 hidden risks, you're not in the dark anymore. So the question is, which one will you work on first? Because every little change, every clean towel, every fresh shirt, every foot you wash, is an act of protection and an act of love for the life that's still yours to live. If you've made it this far, it means you care, not just about hygiene, but about your health, your future, and your dignity. Now I want to know, which of these 7 hygiene mistakes surprised you the most? Leave a comment below and write, "I choose self-care." It's a small sentence with powerful meaning. And don't forget to subscribe. This channel is here for you, to guide, support, and remind you that aging doesn't mean neglect. It means evolving with wisdom. What we do each day matters more than we think. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. Because small hygiene habits aren't just routines. They're signals. They tell your body, you still matter. They tell your mind, I'm still in control. They tell the world, I haven't given up. So today, whether it's changing your shirt, trimming your nails, or asking for help, Make one small change. Because dignity doesn't come from staying young. It comes from staying aware, staying clean, staying proud. And you, my friend, deserve that pride. You've come this far. Keep going. Clean, strong, and full of life. If this video helped you in any way, leave a like and share it with someone you care about. Sometimes a small reminder is all we need to stay safe and feel seen. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next video, filled with gentle wisdom and practical tools for your golden years. Thanks for being here. You are valued and you are never alone.